Hi, welcome back to another video. I want to talk about creating your own adventure. What does that mean? How do you get there? What does it feel like? And what is its purpose? This is the Angel Talk Station. My name is Jill Niebuhr. And I am getting ready to embark on a huge adventure in my life. Now, normally I think if I would think of the reference of what that means, I would think that I was like going backpacking through Europe, or what I hear a lot of these days is people getting those little tiny houses and traveling the world. Traveling the world probably comes at top of the list. And then also I hear I've seen it happen where people sell all of their stuff and go on the road. I think homeschooling would be a big adventure. Those are kind of the things that I think of as the top of the list. And then there's like the extreme sports people who do the really, really crazy things on their big adventures. Well, mine is turning out to be something different. And usually by communicating these things, I start to get more information on other people that do stuff like this. And I'm sure it's part of the journey, you know, at first it's like this new idea, and then all of a sudden you see it popping up everywhere, and you start to find out all these new tips and other things to make it neat. Well, this is going to be my adventure. This is going to be custom crafted for me. And who knows how many more adventures I have in my life, right? I wrote a bucket list a few years ago, and I've knocked out everything on the list. All of the major things that I had wanted to do, I did. In fact, I went through a big, really deep healing process in the last 7 years, which brought me to the community I live into now. And this has been an adventure. I healed from several diseases that doctors had told me would kill me. And I expect to live a long, healthy life and happy. Long, healthy, and happy. Are you good, baby? My little puppy takes a lot of attention. He's like me that way. We like a lot of attention, don't we, baby? What you doing? He's just gonna sit there and watch me, I guess. So yes, adventures. He is one of my adventures right now. I have never raised a puppy from birth. I'm learning how to train him and just puppy things that I never had considered before. And it's just really fun because I couldn't have picked a better puppy that's more alike to my lifestyle and akin to how I live my life and likes the same things I do and all of that good stuff. So, this next adventure, I didn't really think it was going to be that. I hit a spiritual plateau back in May, and I really just wanted to get away. I wanted to get away from, how do I say this? Like, people is what I wanted to say, but that's not what it really is. It's more of, I needed a place where my soul could come alive, and I needed to connect with nature and animals. I absolutely love animals, and I've been, oh good, he's got his toy. And I've been really feeling like I've been missing out on that piece of my life. And it served a purpose because I needed to get to the place that I am right now. But I just had this deep inner wild of me, and that's my connection to nature that I want to cultivate, and I want to have space to go deeper into my spiritual practice. And I also want to share everything I need to, or everything I can, with people so that they can benefit from everything I've learned. So he got this awesome toy the other day. It's called the Lamb. It's really seriously awesome. It's really soft, and he just absolutely loves it. I saw it, and I thought we had enough toys, but he's going through stages. So I noticed different teething habits or things that he wants, and then I find a toy that will replace that habit. So he's trained to do things with his toys and not people stuff. Anyways, yes, so my adventure right now, I'm just really looking forward to that connection that has been missing. And this has been consciously missing for a long time. And not only missing, I felt it get hurt and damaged, by ways of society and people's thinking and different things that I've been exposed to, with the government and everything. And it's like, I found that, you can't fight people who don't understand things. You can't take up a fight against people who can't be reasoned with. There's different values in the world, and some people have values that work against nature, and they're always going to do that unless something hits them over the head someday, and I hope that doesn't happen. But unless they have some kind of awakening, they're not going to change how they feel, and they're not going to look deeper into the heart of the matter. Not a lot of people, I'm not going to say not a lot of people, not everyone is led by their heart, and we could change that, of course, but it's a choice, and everyone has that choice of what they want to do, and that's a personal choice. Fighting someone about that makes you just as dissonant as they are. So that's a point I'm going to put in here, because I've had to learn that the hard way. I fought so hard. It's hard for me to say. Whew. I fought so hard against the drilling. Okay, baby. He doesn't. Come here, honey. Come on. It's okay. It's okay, Mommy's okay. Mommy's okay. Go get your toy. He always cheers me up. It's amazing. I fought so hard against the drilling in the Arctic Wildlife Refuge. What are you doing, baby? I'm talking. I'm on a talk station right now. What you doing? Come here. Come here. Oh! And I wrote letters every year. I raised money. I think possibly Paul Wellstone was still alive during that period. But yeah, I fought really hard against that. And it was just that one, it was just like, and they kept putting it in. So it would get denied, and then the next billing session, they'd put it in again. And it was really frustrating, because it was like, oh, we won, and then that happened. And then, oh, we won, and then that happened again. And then, and then there's this one where it was just kind of like, I had other things going on in my life, and I couldn't take up the fight, and it passed. And so they started drilling in the wildlife. in the Arctic. And it just upset me because, you know, our natural state is one of healthiness, and our environment is really our key to not only survival but thriving. And you know, in the Arctic Wildlife Refuge, there was places, you know, there was undiscovered species and stuff that, you know, could cure. I mean, there was unknown things even there that could cure things, you know. And you just see so much these days, a lot of misinformation and a lot of anger towards things that are going on. But really, that's not going to solve anything. The only way we can really fight against what is going on in the world is to be examples of it, and then to see what people think of that. You know, it's not like I'm doing this to see what you think. It's like, this is me living my best life. How do you like it? You know, do you like this? And even if no one's paying attention, that's okay too. You're still, like, our only way of fighting against things that we don't like is being examples of something else. And so I think adventure in its essence is our inner soul taking a seat at the table, and our and who we are at our elemental sense, having a chance to breathe into life. And so adventure is one of my values in my business and my life. My values in my business are the same as my values in my life. And integrity is another one of those. So this is my chance to really do my own thing. And you know, I've wanted to do things like this a long time. So it's not just the animals. I'm really hoping to cultivate some natural wildlife, and also do things that I want to do for myself, like have like a little spa area, and a spirituality room, and all these things have been waiting inside of me to take a seat at the table. And it wasn't consciously that this was coming alive. It was more like, oh, well, I need this right now in my life, and how am I going to get it? And then coming up with the pieces for that, and then seeing, you know, and at first it didn't make sense to me why I would think something like this. Why would I want to get away from everyone? I have a lot of people that I love. I always love seeing people around here that I know, and it's just you know, I've made a place for myself here, for whatever it is worth. And you know, I didn't want to leave that behind, but my soul needed something else. And we don't always have the chance to go to do things that really make us feel alive. We don't. I know in my life, I would have chosen great things for myself at a young age, but I didn't have that choice. I did not have that choice. I chose what I felt were the best options throughout my life, and it hasn't been easy to get here. And now I do have that chance. I do have that chance to let my light shine. And I'm going to take it. So live your adventure. I think, looking back at it, I wouldn't have even thought of what these little small pieces inside of me that had been silenced meant. Because I was so busy trying to get myself here. And now seeing it all like fit together, like pieces on a puzzle, is an absolutely magnificent brilliance that God has arranged for my destiny. And I am going to share it as much as possible. And it's going to cultivate me as the woman I am intended to be. And I can't wait to start my adventure.